Hey guys, it's so great for you guys. It's so great for you to join us here live. We are Amber Lights, and we are all sitting in our respective homes. My name is Ashlyn. We got Pete, we got James, and we used to have Sam, but now he seems to have
Where
turned.
did he go?
That was actually from a live stream that I did with some friends just yesterday. They're in a band called Amber Lights, and they wanted to be able to do a live stream in this current climate where they can still interact with their fans, their supporters. I'll link it down below. You can watch the whole thing if you really want to. They're good guys. They're a bunch of fun. But we were looking at ways that we could live stream, do it actually live through Zoom, because they can't be in the same room as one another at the moment, but still be able to put it on YouTube live so that they could interact with their fans. Zoom itself can live stream straight to Facebook, but the only caveat is because it's done in Zoom, all you can do is stream your call straight across. But the Amber Lights guys, they still wanted to have like a pre-roll video at the start. They wanted to be able to put up photos or other media and stuff in it and that sort of thing. So we looked through different ways to be able to do it, and eventually we came up with a solution that works with completely free software. It uses OBS, which you're probably familiar with. It uses Zoom, obviously, and one piece of software that's only really available on a Mac. If someone knows of a good alternative for Windows to Soundflower, please let me know and I'll make another one of these videos for Windows. But using OBS, Zoom and Soundflower, which are all free, we were able to live stream their Zoom call. I was in the call so that I could monitor it and sort of produce the stream itself, but I wasn't visible. It didn't just have like a black video where I sort of was in the corner, or have me sitting there at the keyboard just sort of being distracting or anything like that. We could make the video look nice. I could add overlays, I could add text, I could do all that kind of stuff on this video thing and still stream it live, so that these guys, if you watch the video, they take questions from the audience that are on the stream, and able to do a bunch of cool stuff like that. So I'm going to take you through the setup, how to set up OBS, Soundflower and Zoom to do a call. I'm not going to go too deep into Zoom or OBS or anything like that, because there's plenty of videos on how to do that. I'm just going to go through linking Zoom into OBS. So I'm going to pull up the screen cap and you can see it a little bit better. So come along and we'll see how you can do this. Okay, so now we have our Zoom chat up. I've just muted the other computer for the moment, but I will have to make that one go live to set up the OBS thing. But a couple of things in Zoom before we move on. Number one, we want to make sure that we're not in speaker view. Speaker view will mess up your OBS windows all the time. So set it on gallery view, and your audio is the big thing. Most of the time I find for Zoom calls, the built-in microphone is perfectly fine, as long as you're using headphones to hear yourself. You won't get feedback or anything like that. If you do have a decent mic or Bluetooth like headphones with a decent microphone in them, try that. But the best thing to do is just use the people in your call in your like Zoom chat to make a call which sounds better for your mic, but be listening back through headphones. That being said, we're not actually going to set this select speaker. We're not going to set that to our headphones or anything. We're going to set that to Soundflower. So make sure you've got Soundflower installed. You don't really have to do any configuration in Soundflower. It does pretty much all of it itself. So I'll leave the link in the description if you don't have Soundflower. I'll also link Zoom and OBS if you need that. Then we're going to go over to OBS. So this is what I've got set up from last night. We went live just with the photo up saying the Zoom was starting soon. That went on just before 9. We said we'd start at 9. So at 9, we queued the video. So this is one of their recent covers that they put up, just with a sign saying, you know, we are starting soon. We will be on in a second. So that sort of stuff is what you will really be wanting to do. Well, that's the only reason you really need to use this sort of stuff, rather than just going live straight out of Zoom. if you are unfamiliar with it, all you really need to do, load in your media, put any other things on the top. So I've just got this here. You could do a countdown or something like that. That'd be easy to just lay over the video in there. Then what we want to do is we make sure I've got my headphones connected in our advanced audio properties. We've got the video, so in here you can see Happy Now. That's the actual media. We set that to monitor and output, and reason, so that's how you can actually tell what OBS is doing. It doesn't do that automatically, so just make sure you do that, and then pull down your mic aux. Otherwise, whatever your mic here will overlay. So it won't be bringing in everyone else's audio from Zoom, but it will be bringing in yours. So if you're chatting to them and saying, hey, we're about to go live in a second, that'll actually be picked up. So just double check you've got your mic auxiliary to 0, your desktop audio to 0, you just put in the audio from the media in there. So I'll get rid of that for now. And now our Zoom chat. So this will be set up from last night. You can see my windows here, and we want to basically just, I'll get rid of these for now. These are all our windows and our audio capture. So our audio input capture is the reason that I'm doing this on a Mac, because that is Soundflower. So I've opened up just a new scene, calling it Zoom, call it whatever you want. Going to add, so our audio input capture. We want to say, yep, audio input capture, hit OK. And then here we have our devices. So now we hit Soundflower. So now anything that comes into Soundflower, like my Zoom chat, so I've just unmuted me on this computer. And as I click over by my other computer or talk, it's hearing that in that input, because that's what's feeding in from Zoom into there. It's me in the future just coming back to add that the same as with the video, where we put Happy Now, we set the advanced audio properties to monitor and output. We have to do the same thing for Zoom. So in that audio input capture, we set this over to audio input capture to monitor and output, and make sure you do that. Otherwise you won't have the audio going to the stream if you have it as monitor only, or if you have monitor off, you won't be able to hear any part of that Zoom call. So you'll be sitting there waiting for people to talk and it just won't happen. So monitor and output on that one, and that's it. I'll cut back to me with the rest of the video. The next thing we want to do, I'll mute that back up again. I'm going to start the video. So I've just got another laptop over here so that I can do that. So we go down into add, we hit window capture. It's really handy to just name this. So I'm going to say this one is Mac. We're going to choose our Zoom window. Now it's normally the bottom one because that's the last one that opens up, but it's not always. Here we go. Here's our window, and hit OK. Now, as you can see, it needs to be resized. It's way too big to fit on that screen. And if you just go here, you've got your regular Zoom chat, but I would much rather resize these so that they fit and get rid of all of the menu bars and all that kind of stuff. So as I click on here and I click the Alt or the Option key on a Mac, that's Option, I drag this window down, I grab that, do it again, click Alt, drag that window in. Actually, I said this was the Mac, what didn't I? Let me grab the other one. And this just makes it a bit easier if you have to troubleshoot, because your windows down on the bottom are labeled down here. So this one's Mac, so I can make that one go invisible. So I make that bigger screen. I'm going to fit it, so here, then hit another one. This other computer is a Dell. We'll just call it Dell. Click, drag that. Now there's two of me, and with this I can reshuffle what's on top, what's on the bottom, or just by clicking and dragging I can resize those. So there's a little bit of overlap, they fit on that screen nicely. And that's it. That's setting up Zoom. So now I'm actually getting my audio from over here. Unmute this microphone over here, and you can see I've got audio input capture. That's coming in. You can set your levels, and that's that. Then OBS is ready to stream. So I've just put an end card here. You could put thanks for tuning in. You could do whatever you wanted in there. I just wanted to go to black because we're going to cut it basically straight away. This just gives me a bit of leeway so that I'm not on the YouTube, on the actual YouTube window trying to hit end stream like right at the right time. So setting up our OBS stream, we go into preferences, we check our output. So I like about 3 megabits, and then you can go over to YouTube. I'm going to go here, we're going to dismiss that. So this was a testable run that I did. I'm going to call it private, we'll call it Zoom test video. Put in all your details. No, it's not made for kids. You can schedule it for later. Make sure it's set for private for now. If you're going to schedule it for later, you can go public straight away. Go in here, get your stream key, copy that over to OBS, go in preferences, stream here, paste, and hit OK. Now as soon as I hit start streaming, well, not as soon, it takes a while. So we come over here, telling me I've got an excellent connection, which is good. I've got pretty decent internet here now. And then the rest is just setting up your YouTube stream. Once it's ready, it will come in here. My house, I found yesterday that I had a roughly 15 to 20 second delay from what was coming out of OBS and then what was going into the YouTube stream. As soon as it's here, it will pop up with whatever's currently, or whatever has been done in OBS. What I'll do is I'm just going to click on here, send that video. I'll just mute that for now. Probably could just hit that. Just so you can see there is a little bit of a delay, which is why it's good to have that that end card and that starting card too. Just gives you an idea that you can start your OBS, come over, switch your stream on when it's ready, and then go back on the other side. So that's the delay. That was all real time. And then here I just hit go live and the stream will be done. So that's that. There's nothing too fancy about all of that. Let me hit stop streaming when we're done. If we had gone to the Zoom chat, as soon as I flick over to this, it will bring up that audio input capture because it is finding me, sending that Zoom audio out of that computer and then back into this one. At the end, hit end, which just gives you a chance to pop over to YouTube, see what I would do is I would then unmute the feed so that I could hear what I'm saying. What the guys did yesterday was they just said that they'd make it pretty clear to me when they were wrapping up and say, all right guys, thanks a lot, see you later, goodbye. And so then on OBS I could switch over, and then as soon as it came over here I could hear, hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in, we'll see you later, goodbye. And then I can hit end stream and then it pops up, and that's it. It's not that hard. It just takes a little bit of setting up those windows, in OBS. That's probably the trickiest bit. You don't want to have too much around the outside of this, otherwise you get those yellow bars popping up, which we had last night. But it's not the end of the world. So that's it. That is how to live stream your Zoom call. If anyone can find a good alternative to Soundflower that works on Windows computers, let me know, because that'd be really handy. My other computer is actually more powerful than this, so it would be really nice to be able to do it on the better computer. But for the moment, this works on the Mac. I've still got this Mac sitting around, so we'll use that for now. So pop that in the comments if you find it. Links for all the programs will be down in the description, and the link for the live stream that we did with Amber Lights will also be down there too. thanks so much. I will see you in the next one.